Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are an emerging nation. We've been around about 5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations, and we're now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and value of our currency and benefit all our citizens. All our citizens hold our currency. We give it to them every month. Anybody can become a citizen. We don't have any fee. There's no obligation. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. There are lots of things that you can get involved in if you want to, but as I said, there's no obligation. You can just enjoy being a citizen of the United States of the world. We're a non-separatist community as well. That means we don't separate people into groups based on what they look like, what the gender is, how old they are, how fat they are, or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that ideology in a moment, after we have an opening prayer, which is there to help us find true happiness in life. That is something that you can't buy. Doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily find that true joy that is always with you. The only way you can get it is through loving service to other people. And the great thing about that is it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. So you don't have to stress out chasing after money to buy the new home or to travel or pay the kids' college fees or just pay off your credit cards. Whatever it is you need will be attracted to you the more you go out of your way to be of loving service to others. So that's what that little prayer is about. But a welcome now to you all, whether you are watching live or whether you're watching the recording. A lot of our members watch the recording. A lot of other people watch the recordings too, because 7 p.m. London time isn't a great time for everybody to be involved. Sorry, I lost track a little bit then. I'm just thinking ahead. But as I say, welcome to you. We do have quite a number of people in already. We've got Ramachandra in from Watford in England. We've got Peter in from the Cameroon. He's been pushed out of the #1 spot by Ramachandra today. We've got Mary in from Chicago, USA. David from South Africa, I think. We've got Norman in from Doncaster in England, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Andrew from New Zealand, Auckland, Eric from Quebec in Canada, Alexis, this is a name I don't recognize, from somewhere, not letting us know. We've got Maureen in from London in England and Doug from Alberta in Canada. And let's get started right away with that little prayer and affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay. The reason that I got a bit distracted was I suddenly realized that I have not downloaded the spreadsheet with the latest members on it. And so I'm doing it now, when I do apologize. But it'll only take a second, and then we'll be ready to go with everything else. I did today manage to get that video out of how to update that amazing page that one of our members created. I don't know who takes the credit for it, because we don't know who it was. But it is a very useful page, and so I did a video explaining how you can make all the links in there, the 3 links, the one for Vibe, the one for We Share Abundance, and the one, of course, for Lead Sleep, so that people are joining under you when they join through that form. So let me just sort this spreadsheet out. Bear with me for a minute, talk amongst yourselves for a couple of seconds. And we'll get started with everything else in a second. Okay, I think looking reasonable. We're getting there, folks, we're getting there. We did have conversations today with the team to sort out 1 or 2 points, and development is going well on both the Easy Team Builder and the ShareHope plan. ShareHope plan is going to take a little bit longer than, not the Easy Team Builder, sorry, the blueprint. And how many people have we got in? Seems to be taking a long time to get down there. Oh, 2701. I'm not sure whether. Okay. Let me save this. Okay. We're ready when we're ready. We have the spreadsheet available. Okay, let me get back to the app here. I see we've got a couple more people in. We've got Carl in from New Zealand, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland. We've got Nankiep from Nigeria. And Lewis, Lewis says he created the page that I'm referring to. Oh, well, congratulations and much appreciation to Lewis, everybody, for putting together such a wonderful page and something that everybody can use. And it's a really good effort. So thank you very, very, very much, Lewis. And I hope it works really, really well for you as well as for everybody else. Okay. Lewis, of course, is one of our regulars here. He's nearly always on, and it's lovely to know that he is being so proactive. And we got Norman in saying, "Thank you, Lewis. It looks great." Norman, we had him before. He's just thanking Lewis. And we got Derek in from Wado City in Nigeria. Yes, so the development is going well. Still slow with the recruitment tool. It's difficulty working with Meta. It's progressing nicely with everything else. Fun Miracles have said that they want to show us what they've put together, and they're suggesting that we get together on Friday. We've not arranged a time for that at this moment in time, so it may run into Monday of next week. Friday is always a busy day. But hopefully they've made a lot of inroads into some of the things that were needed. Still not heard from Mo. I don't know what's happened to Mo. That's the Mugen, the guy that creates our splash pages and is redesigning the whole site for us. And that's unusual not to hear from him. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I imagine he's either on vacation or, and I hope that's the reason, or he's having difficulties with his health or the family's health. I know he has had problems in the past, I think with his wife's health. So prayers for Mohammed. Okay. Development. I think that really is all the news I've got on development. As I say, I did manage to get that video out explaining how to change those. It's really a simple process, but it can be confusing when you've never done it before. All things are easier once they've been done. Now, I've also sent out some information on the fact that I am referring people on a regular basis into We Share Abundance, mainly through Facebook. Now, I know I have a mailing list, but nearly everybody on my mailing list that opens the mail is already in We Share Abundance, because they've been getting mailed about it for the past 5 years or so. Most of the people that I bring in are from Facebook, and it's through, largely through, because I don't do much else, but I sometimes post or share posts from the Facebook group. I sometimes, occasionally, will put up a specific post about something that I will have on my timeline, but mainly I do it through congratulating people on their birthdays, and I enclose the text that I use, and some of you will have seen that before, and you can modify it any way you want to use it. But don't use it for a week and say, oh, I've not referred anybody, it's not going to work. Consistency is the key. I'm bringing in people most days through that script and through that process. But you've got to understand I've been doing it for 5 years, and some of the people that are seeing it have been seeing it for 5 years before they decide to take the plunge and register. So if you've done it for a week or a month and you've got no results, it doesn't mean it doesn't work. It means you've got to keep going and be consistent, because the more people see it, the more you will get results. It's all about being persistent and being consistent in what you do. And don't expect results like that, just because I'm getting, I think, well, I know it was 17 people when I checked from the confirmation letters that I got in January. I know I've had another one in today since then. Certainly one. I'm not sure whether there were more, but definitely one. But if you're posting on people's birthdays, you're unlikely to get that same response, because As I say, I've got like 5 years of traction in there. And it's not only the person's birthday, it goes onto their timeline, and other people on their timeline see it and they keep seeing it. And it's all about just keeping going, keeping going, keeping going. And gradually, the more people see it, the more people will say, yeah, okay, I keep seeing this. Let me have a proper look at it. And so they have a look, and they either say, oh, I've seen it now, I'm not interested, or they say, oh, yeah, okay, it looks like it's worth registering. Now, will they do anything with it? Will they buy anything? Will they get involved in a program? Will they refer people? It's hard to say. But at least you're doing your bit if you're making the activity, keeping the activity going constantly every day. You can't legislate for what people will do. If you want quicker activity, then you've got to do something like solo ads. You know, you've got to pay for traffic, and the better quality of traffic you pay for, the better results you'll get. But even with solo ads, you know, you get 100 clicks, I don't know, the average is probably between about 22% to maybe 35% opt-in. If you are building a list, so you get out of let's say you get 25 people opting in from 100 clicks. Does that mean 25 people are going to join? No. Depends on the quality of your follow-up emails and the amount of interest that you stimulate in those people, and the amount of trust they feel because of the way that you follow up with them. The more they feel you are being helpful rather than salesy. You know, if they feel you're helping them and they start to like you because of that, and then they trust you, that's when they start to get involved. And that won't happen immediately. Occasionally you'll get somebody out of the 25 that opt in, you might get one or two that'll join quite quickly. But over time, nurturing those 25 that opted in, you can probably get a large proportion of them joining. It might take, you know, a couple of years for some of them, but if you're doing it on a regular basis, you know, then you're getting that. Once again, you're setting in motion that process, and that's all it's about. It's about a process of doing things. And then we had a member complaining because I sent a reminder out that if you don't refer somebody in the last couple of days of January, you might lose your Power of One bonus in February. Now, if you've got it for 6 months or something like that through a special offer, and you've only used it for 4 months, then you're not going to lose it, are you? But it's a bonus. It is a productivity bonus. It's not something that you automatically get. Otherwise, it would serve no purpose. It's there to help you get off your butt and do something on a regular basis. And if you bring in one person a month, your life will change dramatically over a period of a couple of years. One paid member a month. You say, oh, I'm not waiting 2 years. Okay. Get one person a day instead. Or get into something like Vibe and go all out and get a few people in. I mean, Vibe is still in pre-launch. and it's a wonderful opportunity to get in at the top of a big matrix. And you'll kick yourself for not taking advantage of it now if you don't, because that will happen more quickly. But the people that are getting in later after launch, then they're going to be in the same position as you are in We Share Abundance. And you've got to be consistent over a long period of time to be an overnight success. Okay, you've got to be doing things all the time that are going to move you in the right direction. And you've got to just be persistent regardless of what's going on around you, what people say, what you think. Like I say, you know, if you've been posting things for 3 months and you've got no results, most people wouldn't have lasted 3 months anyway. But even if you've lasted 3 months and then you say, oh, I've been doing this for 3 months and I've still not got one person that signed up, I give up on that. And you go on to do something else and you do that for 3 weeks and that don't work. And you've got to just stick with it. Stick with it, okay? Until you find something that suits you. And like I say, if you want to move quicker, you've got to go for paid traffic. And don't go for the cheap paid traffic. You know, you'll get million hits to your website for $35 and things like that, you know. You might as well just flush $35 down the toilet, you know. It's going to be wasted. Get a decent vendor with a good reputation and pay whatever the going price is. It's probably around about 40 to 60 cents per click nowadays. I don't know. That's my guess. I've not done any for a long time. I am buying traffic for the cash cow program, but that's not going particularly well, that traffic source, and it's not cheap. But we are working on it, both the vendor and myself, and we will hope to get that working a lot better. So if you're in the game, stay in the game. That's the important thing. You can't win anything by getting out of the game. You've got to just stick with it, stick with it, stick with it. And eventually things will start to break for you. And because you're doing one thing, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try other avenues as well. Don't rely on one thing. Try different things and commit to constantly doing them. None of the things take very long to do. It doesn't take very long. In an hour, you can do an awful lot of things. And if you haven't got a list, start building a list. And then when you've got a list that's forming, start nurturing that list. Get into conversation with them. You know what a conversation is? It's two ways. It's not telling them this, do this, do this, do this, buy this, buy this, buy this. It's asking them questions and nurturing them. So just get into the mindset of being persistent. You know, people ask me, you know, where should I advertise? What should I do? And it all depends on you, what you want to do. And normally they're looking for a quick fix, and there isn't one. If there was a quick fix, everybody would be top of the pile. You know, there'd be no room down below. You know, everybody would be up at the top. But because there isn't a quick fix, people give up and they try another quick fix and another quick fix, and none of them work. And the people that are building consistency into what they're doing. They have a plan going forward, and they keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. They're gradually climbing up that ladder. And it's a slow, tedious climb, but it's worth it. Okay. See, we've got somebody else in. I think we had Richard in from Devon in England. And we've got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. And we've got Doug says something here. And don't buy any guaranteed sign-ups. You're throwing your money away. You've got to find people that want what you've got, and everybody wants what you've got. It's just how you present it to them and whether you can find out what they want, because not everybody wants what you've got for the same reason. If that doesn't make sense to you, I'm not surprised. You know, somebody will get into a business because they want to buy a car. Somebody will get into a business because they can't pay the rent. Somebody will get into a business because they want to travel. Somebody will get into a business because they want more time with the family. Somebody will get into a business because they want to save the whales. There are lots of different reasons, and everybody's reason will be different. And you can't just treat everybody the same way because of that. You've got to try and find out, and the best way of doing that is talking to them one-on-one. But it's not what everybody wants to do, and it's not what everybody wants to learn to do, and it's not something that, it's what I used to do. I used to get people interested, and then I'd say, okay, let me talk to you about it. Let me ask you a few questions, and I'd find out what it was they wanted, and then I would find a solution for them to their need or their problem. And the solution was always the same. It was always whatever it was I was selling, but it was presented to them as a solution for their problem. It was personalized, if you like, Like you might be selling handkerchiefs, and nearly everybody uses handkerchiefs. But why would they buy yours? Well, because you're going to put their initials in the corner or something like that, personalized. You can do it other ways, but people ask me what's the best way, and that's the best way. It's not what everybody will do. It's not what everybody wants to do, but it is the best way. Will you be good at it as soon as you start doing it? No, you won't. But you'll get better the more you do it. And if you don't want to do that, then you've got to find other ways, and you can do it. You can build your email list, and you can be almost anonymous, but by providing good information for them. And if you vary that information so that you have a chance of finding different people's needs, you might be writing about time freedom on one occasion. You might be writing about how to pay your rent off on another email. You might be writing about how to build a list. You might be, whatever it is, you'll vary it, and if you'll get some headlines that will pique people's interest, and you'll get used to seeing your headlines. I mean, if you go through your headlines, you will always be able to do an analysis with whoever you've got your autoresponder with, and you'll see the ones that more people are opening. And if you get a real good headline, you might get 60% open rate, which is huge. And if you do a real bad headline, you know, you'll be down around 10%. If you're getting less than 10%, you're going to get kicked out of your autoresponder if you're not careful. If you're getting a less than 10% open rate. So it doesn't come quick. It's not hard. It's simple, but it doesn't come quick. Okay, but you've got to keep doing it. Persistence, consistency, always win. One of the presidents of the United States, I can't remember which one now, one from a good few years back, had a quote saying something like, "Persistence always wins." That's a very easy paraphrase of it. It was a little bit longer than that, and I can't remember who said it, but it's very, very true. Okay, so if you want your Power of One bonus, you've got to earn it. It is a bonus. It is a productivity bonus. And if you're not being productive, ask yourself, do you deserve it? Look in the mirror and say, do I deserve a Power of One bonus? And if you're honest with yourself, you'll say, no, I don't, because I've not done anything. I've not done enough. You know, it's very easy for us to see the faults and criticize other people. And really what we should be doing is forgiving anybody, whatever their faults are, and looking in the mirror and thinking, what are mine and how can I improve? What can I do to be better me? And only by changing your focus from other people to yourself will you grow and become the person that you can be, the person that you should be. And that is a much bigger person than you are now, no matter how big you are in accomplishments, no matter how big you are in achievements. You can always be better and a lot better. Most of us will never even achieve 5% of what we could be. And that's a damning statistic. Okay. Right. Numbers. Numbers. Here we go. In the last 24 hours, we had 65 new members in the 777 plan, taking us to 33,831. We had 11 new registrations in We Share Abundance. 22 people became active members in We Share Abundance, taking us to 3,408. For the first time in a long time, we didn't get any increase in the Share Hope paid members. It's still the same as it was yesterday, 598. And Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership base. We did log in and we got 58, 68, 74 cents, which took us up to $684.16 in the bonus pool with a 10,000 at the beginning of that. 10,600 and whatever I said. Okay. I think that pretty much covers it. I'll get whatever I can done tomorrow. Tomorrow's always a busy day, as I say, because Saturday I probably won't get much done because it's Six Nations, and that is my passion. International rugby, particularly the Six Nations. It's a wonderful competition. So Saturday and part of Sunday, I'll have my head elsewhere. Okay. So let's, now that I've got the spreadsheet done, let me find it again now. Here we go. We have 2,701 people. So, oh, that's not quite true. We've got numbers from 2 to 2,701. So let me do a screen share for the random.org website. If I've got a random.org website here, yes, I have. So let me do a screen share. And we'll pick a couple of people to give some money away. Random.org, share. Okay, let's refresh the page here so that we can put those numbers in. So we want from 2 to, I think it was 2,701. I'm going to check that today because I got it wrong yesterday, didn't I? 2,701. I'm going to go down to the bottom and check. 2,701 is correct today. Okay. So I will be there we go. Clicking this generate button and it will randomly select a number in between 2 and 2,701, including, of course, 2 or 2,701. And we're going to pick a couple of people that we can give some money to. So 2535 is the first. 2535 and I've lost random. Get the right browser. Here we go. And here we go. And click it again. And we got 2249. So both quite high today. 2249. And we can stop sharing there now. And we can come back here. And we can now do a share screen for the spreadsheet. Okay, so here we are, and we've not got those copied across. Copy those. We want those actually in here, don't we? Paste. And we want $1 there. And okay, if we make it a bit bigger for you. Okie dokie, let's go. We want 2535, and that's going to be really down. You can see down here we did have up to 2701. So 2535, we'll go back up a bit. There we go, 2535. And then we need to go back up the top to put that in the right place. And then we have the first one, 2249 is the next. Two, 249. Copy that. And there it goes. Let's make that a bit bigger and we can see who they are. So we've got Chiddy 6. These are, I didn't take these out, so that nothing in there. They are both $60 and the sponsors. So Chiddy and Stella Zenwa they're both going to receive $60, and provided Igodo and Jerrycoin123 are in this list, they're going to get matching $60 for having referred these two lucky people. Okay, let me save that. And we can get those people paid between now and tomorrow. Let's stop sharing. We can stop sharing. We can go back here and let's see. Will you be watching your mate, the general, with your mate, the general? No, but I think some of his pals will be around, but it won't actually be the general in person. Is there a way to see the list to confirm our names are on the list? No. Lewis, congratulations, and Deborah congratulating people. Okay. But if you are an active elite member, if you are shown as active in your dashboard and you are in all 6 pools, you are in the list. Okay. Right. That's it. We're done. It's 2:45. No, it's not 2:45. It's 2:45. So play another record. Set 'em up, Joe. No. It's actually 7:45. I don't know a song for 7:45, so you're safe. I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. It will be Friday. We'll have 2 ShareHope Pro members selected, in addition to 2 active elite members selected. So there'll be 4 people tomorrow selected for random withdrawals. 7 p.m. Don't forget, between now and then, make sure you've got, what's the date today? 30th? Yeah, you've got just tomorrow now to get somebody in as a paid member to make sure you retain any Power of One bonus that you have. Or if you've not got one, to get one for February. Okay. God bless you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Whoa. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later.